Welcome back to Let's Screw Over Denmark, England campaign, episode the 28th with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we'd killed the King of Denmark. Now that he was being coronated in Arhus, we're going to kill him too.
My king.
Simple as that, really.
So wish they'd never been
we're not
born,
wasting any time, we're just going to get right into it. So, Prince Walter is leading the attack, and hopefully it all goes well. We have a minimum of losses. And we happily take the town and basically say, well, Denmark, ain't life brilliant for you with your pretty much having one territory left? I am cruel, aren't I? But we've got to get on with it. So, without further ado, yeah, we're just jumping right into a battle. Let's do it. So, it is now King Toraren, rather than Prince Toraren. And he brings nothing special, really. Apart from some Norse axemen who look pretty well armoured, so we may have issues dealing with them, as they are an anti-army unit. So maybe I'll just send some of these weak guys to deal with them instead. But yeah, apparently nothing screams Scandinavian more than burly, blonde, man-maiming an opponent with a rather large axe. So it may be in my interest just to ping them all down with my archers first, since their lack of shields, apart from those on their backs, will make them pretty vulnerable to my, well, archery ways. Either Prince Walter, who is somewhat inexperienced in battle, may have issues. However, I'm going to put this battle to night time, where we get a slight command advantage, which might just even the odds for us. So, let's move in and attack.
There'll be no escaping us now! Attack! Stand firm. Kill your man when he comes at you, and put your faith in God.
Nice and simple. Alright, men. There isn't really much more to it than that. Stand firm, kill everything, and so on and so forth, really. So, everything's actually been deployed pretty much the way I want it to be deployed. We are going to have our chivalric knights, or, well, they're not chivalric knights, sorry. Our feudal knights move forward and take the walls, since I suspect the Norse axes may be on those walls, so I basically want to put strongest foot forward. Even if their anti-armor capabilities may make life a little tricky for my my feudal knights, but hopefully they can rise above it with their upgraded sword. Actually, you know what? Put the upgraded swords on the tower, and that would make life even better for us. So, go right, and then the rest of them will move in on the regular area. Archer militia will also be moving up quite early. They've already got their fire arrows enabled. I am happy with that because I want to just basically burn the enemy. Knights will move in towards the end of this battle, so we'll have our knights here. We do have Hobilars as well, but since they're unarmoured Hobilars, their use in this battle is pretty limited, so I'm probably not going to be using them. And then, oh come on, all archers now, not just all but one archers, come on. All of yours. There we go, and then, yeah, that's just about deployed. We've got a spare unit of billmen as well, who will deploy at the back, and we also have some billmen with the ramp. They can move in and try and make a move on the city gate. And then I've got the spear militia, who won't really be playing into this. They may be called upon at the end of the battle to try and kill the king, since we've got another king to kill. Either way, let's go for double regicide. Right, so let's start off by having our archers do their part, I think. So it looks like we've got the town militia defending the walls and the spear militia. So it looks like the Norse axes are elsewhere. I think they're actually over here. So I would like to try and get one unit to try and go against it. But there's going to be the issue of the enemy towers fighting back. So we actually are just going to start moving in now. And we're going to try and get control of the city. We can also try and get the gates under our control as much as possible. That's going to be useful to us. Either way, lads, get some shots out now while you can, because the enemy defences are just basically going to murder you today, because, well, yeah, it's that unfortunate incident, but if we can at least get a few shots down to start thinning out the enemy defences, then we're already making a very good start. Because to be honest, I'm really going to wait until to see which towers actually even make it to the walls. Our towers are very good at just catching fire before they even reach the walls, but as long as something makes it in and makes a entry point for us to get to the city, that is absolutely fine. But we'll just see what we can get done here. I mean, right now, I'm not really seeing any kills, but we'll let them keep shooting. You never know, we might get lucky, hopefully. I don't think it's even worth using fire anymore. Lads, kill shots only now. I know you want to light up the skies, but let's go with kill shots. I don't think we need to spook the enemy away. They'll be pretty spooked already by the prospect that they're about to get wrecked. Right, one tower has successfully made it to the walls. It hasn't suffered any damage actually, so that's pretty good. The rams also come out pretty well. Actually, everything managed to make it to the walls without being damaged. That's the first
Christ! Our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy have nowhere to hide now.
Right, our knights are now quickly making their way up, so hopefully we can just basically charge up there, get these lads taken out, and we should be absolutely fine. Archers are still doing their part, but I'm not really seeing a great deal of kills coming in, unfortunately. They are trying.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Come on, lads. We're having shots go out, aren't we? I've seen a few shots go out, but let's face it. It is night time as well, so I'm going to concede that their shots may not be as accurate, but yeah, we're not really having anything special happen today, so yeah. Right, anyway, I think we'll start moving in our ground party and they can start making our way towards Plaza or whatever. Actually, better yet, no, leave it there. Bring the spears in. We need to deal with that generals. Bring the spears in. I think we're going to move in and do the snipe on the enemy.
Men have done well. The gates have fallen.
And again, everyone is now instantly heading down. So you know what? Spears, call it a halt. Dismounted knights move in. Billman, I want you to slug in now. You're sort of a bit like the sacrificial go in for it unit, but slug your way in and basically kill what you want. You got spear militia. Well, you've also got North Saxman to deal with.
The Lord is with us today.
They might be a bit tougher to deal with.
We've captured the enemy's walls.
Looks like some of the enemies are actually just going to run away. Archers, cease fire and make your way into the city. It looks like we may just be able to move it. That is fine by me. Right, Billman, try and pick on something else. Try and pick. Yeah, actually, yeah, it'd be an idea to pick on the North Saxmen. You're not armoured, so you'd be able to give them a bit of a cutting down, actually. By the way, they don't look very big, burly and blonde, these guys. They just look more like, well, filthy medieval troops. Alright, let the knights assemble on the walls, but yeah, the defences have gone very, very quiet now that the enemy has abandoned them, so the knights can spend some time assembling, but apart from that, it's looking well in my favour, so happy days are on the horizon. We have managed to catch some of the North actors, I think, or some of the towers, basically building and killing whatever comes near them. Some of them have chosen to basically put up a fight, and whatever is putting up a fight is basically dying. I am seeing a few dead town militia. I'm not really seeing many dead axemen, unfortunately. A few dead billmen. Didn't really get a good look at those axemen, really. They've escaped us for now. That's fine. That's fine by me. The archers will come in for round 2, since they've still got plenty of ammo left. Alright, Billman, I need you to form up here and basically create a defensive line or take down those spear militia who are just basically eyeing us up. You know what, move in and wipe them out. I don't want them standing there. I want them gone because I need room for my archers to move up because I think the plaza is out of our range anyway, so we basically need to be moving down. It's a very nice view here, by the way, I have to say. It looks very medieval and very Danish here. Alright, Billman, give it a rest. I think we spooked them for now.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Oh, someone stayed behind, by the way. Kill him. Alright, archers. I need you to assemble. Well, archers have pretty much assembled now anyway. I'm going to degroup you and try and reassemble you. So if we get there, then you should be able to hopefully deal with some of our peculiar or annoying foes. Are not really very peculiar. But it looks like for now they have given us a slip. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go strong foot forward this time. Bring a unit of dismounted knights because the enemy has no archers, so we can get away with this. Bring a unit of dismounted knights up here to hold the street. We will then move our archers a unit at a time up here And, well, yeah, then we'll just basically hold with our archers. So there we go. Either way, we have a strong defensive line now to deflect against anything that tries to come our way. Our archers will then be able to move up and basically pick off anything. I don't think we even moved up far enough, so you know what, lads? Move up a little further, please. Just move up to here. I'm going to slow it down now as well in case the enemy tries to react to us. Archers, if you could get yourself up here, and then 2 additional knights if you can get yourselves here and here. So we're going to be up here. I'm using my knights quite a bit in this battle, by the way, which is not like me. I usually like to keep these guys in reserve, but I think today their use is warranted. Alright lads, you may need to move forward a little further, by the way, because the archers have sort of collided with you, so just move up a little further, though the archers still don't have anything to shoot, annoyingly. How close are we going to get? We're going to have to push the all the way farther at this point, right? Move up towards the Danish building near the cathedral. I would love to own one of those, which I'm pretty much I'm going to do. Yeah, it'll be my own cathedral. I'll say, hey, Pope, yo, we're totally worshipping you still in there. Well, we'll be basically spreading shit about him in that change because, you know what, fuck it, we're going Protestant. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, if you can just go Protestant, but if it is, I'm fucking going Protestant. If it does mean everyone hates on us, right? Archers, form up, start zapping everything. Mainly try and, well, mainly got the option of zapping the spears or, well, they're all in one big clump. You know what? Burn them. Bloody, actually no, we don't need to burn. You know what, yeah. There we go. Just start zapping them. But I think we have basically annoyed everything at this point, but try and zap. No, try and zap the general, come on. But we are going to throw everything. So, knights, you are going to be called on to really hold your own now. I'm going to start bringing in more knights. You're not the best anti-cavalry unit, I admit. Archers, no skirmishing. Just target whatever's in the rear. But I know you're not the best anti-cavalry unit in the world. However, you are holding a defensive line, which is where you do tend to play a little bit smarter. So, we might be able to do so. The general hasn't really got enough maneuverability to pull off an effective charge anyway, so we can basically have our archers continue to pick off everything.
Favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Either way, I need to just monitor how this situation goes with my dismounted knights. They are really giving it their all, and I am seeing the general's bodyguard is going down. But since it's a king's bodyguard, we do fight a little better than you. Might be smart to kill the crown prince first, but oh well. I think there's more glory in killing 2 kings at once. Archers, don't get too far ahead of yourselves, by the way. I don't want you joining this fight just yet. Otherwise, you'll be finding yourselves losing a lot of men. Adopt a guarding formation. No wandering off now. Right. Keep hitting what you can. Basically, I think we're at a point now where we can pretty much just start fast forwarding, but I don't want to, because I want to see this glorious slaughter, and also just see everything else just getting sniped by us. I mean, if we start taking down some of these axes, then we're really in an even better position. I think they are wearing pretty tough armor though, so we're probably not going to get too many kills on them, but basically anything else that we do here is absolutely fine anyway. I think I did hear an arrow very heavily funk into that guy, so he's backing up quite smartly in order to avoid any further consequences. We are starting to lose a couple of our feudal knights now. We've lost a couple of them, but they're still really doing a great job at holding out. But it's starting to look a little more desperate for them, but I'll keep them in for as long as I can, since their morale isn't really sinking, and I can keep the archers in for a little longer, because they're just doing a great job of just continuing to weaken the enemy. But they're not going to hold forever, so I do need to be ready to pull out at a moment's notice, but I'm kind of getting greedy with how many guys I can basically just start wiping out with arrows alone, because I am seeing quite a couple of the axemen actually, they're starting to drop from arrows, so that is something I'm pretty pleased with. I want to see more of them go down, but down to 80 knights now. If we drop to 50, I think that'll be a safe place for us to retreat and bring in fresh legs. For now, we'll hold it. We'll hold the line, because it's basically me getting more shots out there, killing more enemies, and that's just what you need really. Well, the arrows are really moving with great velocity by the way, which might be an issue, but that might just also be for when the game renders arrows anyway. But just kind of like just lazily going
enemy
up and
king
there he
is
goes.
slain. A worthy enemy, but no less dead for that. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right, things are going to definitely start looking up for us now. The enemy morale will be dropping and dropping and dropping. They'll be forced to shoot to the plaza. I'll be free to get a few more shots out against them. As it stands, my knights, yeah, they're still in a bit of a pickle, but I think now we're at the point where the enemy's going to start fighting a little sloppier, a little worse. should be alright, but there's still quite a bit of that general's bodyguard to chop through, and these archers, you need to move back now because the line of knights is beginning to fail. So knights, I want a new unit moving up and getting ready to take over because our first line's beginning to break. Archers, I need you to pull back to the junction now. Pull back behind our other unit of knights, but we need to be ready to pull back at a moment's notice because these guys are starting to lose stamina and it's just not fair on them to do all the work, really. But as it stands, they might just pull through anyway. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of enemies go down, and that's what I want to see at the end of the day. I just want to see everything get slain. Slain on the caves. Slain on the streets, really, but that don't really rhyme with slain. I mean, there's well, actually no, they're getting beat on the streets. Hey, there we go. Alright, this unit of knights, they're barely holding on now. Pull out, lads. A new unit's going to move in and take over. We should have brought in something anti-cav now, but oh well, I'm pretty sure my fresh knights should be able to hold it for now. Come on, lads, you can do it. We can have a unit of spear militia standby though now. Let's get those lads moving up. And you know what, knights. It's a nice night to move around a bit, isn't it? So, yeah, there aren't really many alternate means of getting to the plaza, but there may exist. Get yourselves up there. We might be able to move up that street and then around, so that might be our way up. So anyway, knights are inbound now, so we'll get
the battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Alright, we are still chunking these guys down at least with a bare minimum to our own losses, so doing fine there. By the way, I'm going to disable fire will for my archers because I don't want them to start shooting at anything that they shouldn't be shooting at, but right now we're just kind of stood around waiting for further orders, which will come very soon. Once we've got those guys eliminated, I think we can go back to trying to just basically start zapping them with my arrows again. Right, where are my archers? They're, well, not my archers. I know where my archers are. I mean, my cavalry. My cavalry's coming in. They're coming in quite swiftly, and yeah, swiftly they shall come. Right. Come on, lads. In you come. Get yourselves up there. No. Oh, well, let them go one direction. Well, I don't really care. Right, how are we doing over there? The enemy has retreated. Perfect. Right. Lads, move it up a little bit, and then I'm going to bring the archers in for round 2. Archers, move up here and prepare to start, well, doing what you do again. Start zapping. Right. Cavalry, you need to get yourselves over there, and then you will fuck up the enemy. Right. Simple as that. Right. Archers, we're weaker knights. Pull back to the walls. Your services are no longer needed today. You've done a fantastic job and you've honoured your king and country, but for now you need rest. So do that. Archers, start opening fire. Zap everything in the town square again. And one of you pick on the Norse axis, by the way, and one of you, well, yeah, one of you pick on the Norse axis, the other one of you try and move forward to a point where you can even hit anything. The knights are going to get a little agitated and they're going to come back, so guys, just absorb the charge, try and bring them down for good. Looks like everything else is going to come back over though, so that might be a bit of an issue. So this is basically our perfect opportunity for our cavalry to come in and finish the job now. So cavalry, you are en route, I believe. Yes, they are. Right, cavalry, get yourselves down there and just do it. I want you to get down there.
Our men are winning the battle.
Zap the
if we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Simple as that. Right, archers, focus fire on Norse axes. The ones who are furthest away, or even better yet, just focus fire on the whatever's just basically not on fire, because I don't want to just put on fire. Let whatever's come be attacked now. We managed to chop off quite a few of those Norse axes, so they're gonna, yeah, they know I'm coming. General, focus on the spear militia. Mailed knights, focus on the axes. And then you lot try and pick on the town militia for a little bit. You might be able to just arc over a few shots over our line. How are my knights doing? They're holding out. We're starting to lose a couple of numbers, but they're holding it overall, so we should be able to come away from that one. The general's bodyguard is now just about gone, actually, so It's not really a case of trying to deal with the Norse axes, but luckily my cavalry is inbound. Archers, cease fire. The cavalry has entered the field and it is now unsafe for you to do anything else. Knights,
Only
you need
half
to
the enemy
speed it
force
up.
remains.
Right, once those knights are in, we should be able to deal with whatever's left. The spear militia, they're wavering.
Our foolish general has thrown his life away. Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
I'll hold my hands up, that wasn't my fault he got killed. I don't know why I put him against the finish. I thought he could win. I thought they'd be even really very well armoured, right? Alright, the Crown Prince has gone and died. That's a bit of a blighter on our day, but oh well. Make sure his death wasn't in vain. Move in and eliminate whatever's left over here, lads. Just move in and finish the job. Simple as that, but the spear militia are now hounding us like the annoyance they are. Alright, heavy infantry, start moving forward. We need to put pressure on them. And we need you lot, while you are basically pressuring the town militia and all that, let's get you moving away. And then let's just get some mobility going among the cavalry ranks now, because we need that mobility. Right, knights. Don't give it up just yet. Move in. Last full strength unit I have available to me. Move in as well. I could use your services just to assist us, since the mailed knights have given up already. Right, whoever's left of General's bodyguard, I need you to try and hit those Norse axes one more time. Heavy infantry, come on, get in there, bog them down, and slow them down. I need them to be distracted in this shit. Right, dismount feudal knights, move up around here and try and find something else to engage. How are we doing over here? Norse axes, they're going down quite nicely, but the spear militia goes and throws their irritating little spears into them. They are very irritating me very much because they've irritatingly killed my general and I fucking hate them. And I hate myself for making that blundering error, and now they're retreating. Cavalry, you're not playing very fair today. You're making the infantry do all the work. Right. Infantry, your cavalry brothers have abandoned you, so you must now pick up the slack. Get in there and eliminate everything. You know what, weakened knights? I want you back in this as well. Make your way back in if you can, but basically I want you just basically slaughter everything now. Slaughter the axes, slaughter the spears. If it's Danish and moving, I want it slaughtered. End of. No prisoners, no ransom. The divers time. Simple as that. They made their error attacking me at Antwerp and Oslo. Now they're paying the price. 2 attacks, rewards them with 2 lost cities. And did you just do a finishing move there, my dude? Because if you did, you made it pretty sweet. And you stabbed that guy right in the back of the head and killed him one shot. You are on a kill streak, my man. You're the one I'm gonna watch now, because we've just grabbed one, so we can just get into the cinematics. I think he's now got performance anxiety because he knows I'm watching him. Come on. You can do it. Alright, you nearly sliced off your comrade's head there, but
my lord,
you got another
our
kill.
men are in command of the city.
He's trying. Oh, he tried. He was alright. I think he does better when I'm not watching him. Right, how are we doing against these spears and axes? We're cutting them down quite reliably now. We've lost a couple of our numbers, but overall, yeah, the Norse axes, they don't stand a chance anymore. He's down. I think there's one left kicking around somewhere, or he's already gone, I don't know. I think they're gone now. Right, it's just the town militia and the spear militia to go. Come on, you should be able to slice through them. They're just worthless, they're foppish. I mean, look at that. You are just like fucking window arming that sword and just getting killed, aren't you, lad? Except now you've been deflected. Ooh, he's deflecting you. Oh, wait, he's down. Oh, you didn't even do a finishing move. And, ooh, these guys are getting good with their shields, aren't they? I mean, come on. Oh, don't go down on me, lad. Come on, don't go down on me. Oh, there we go. He went. Yeah, buddy. I think his mate's saved him there, but... Ooh. Stabbed him right in the... Oh, you are brutal, my son. Maybe you could become a new general for me. Anyway, these knights are performing most beautifully for me right now. Keep it up, lads. You've nearly done it. Oh, he was doing alright. Come on. Come on. Finish this guy off. Come on. We're double teaming, triple teaming. I don't know how many teaming we're doing anyway. Just getting killed. He's just an idiot with a bloody cloves pole or something. There we go. I think my brutal guy did it again.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Alright, maybe a few losses too many, and mainly the loss of a crown prince is never really very fun. Prince Walter will be laid to rest in that cathedral, but for now, Victory is ours. We may have lost 300 of our lovely army, but at the same time, King Tararan is, well, he was king for about, I don't know, maybe about 45 minutes in total. Now he is no more, and, well, boo-hoo, yeah, boo, sucks to be you. He's gone. He's dead. And I have all his lands. By the way, feudal knights, they really rocked the house. Archer militia, they brought in a fair share of kills. So, happy in some ways, but I think I made a few schoolboy errors in my strategy there. By the way, new faction air. Oh, yeah, we need a new faction now. I thought I was going to say, relations worsen once more. Surprised I haven't gotten a message through that I'm excommunicated yet.
Soil now.
Yeah, wait, we're going to occupy Arhus, and we need to source a new governor. John, my man, you need something to do. Off to Arhus you go. And make Bruges suck instantly. Right, Bruges, go for a growth policy, and there we go. Bruges is happy now. Right. Oh, by the way, one thing I didn't look at was I didn't look at my recruitment options in Hamburg, so we're going to do that in a minute. But first of all, Walter has unfortunately passed away before his time, which means Arthur has now been crowned prince. Prince Arthur of York. My God, I can't wait for you to be king. That's going to be hilarious. And enemy army rats. Oh, by the way, what do we know about Prince Arthur? He is a man who abhors drink. He's religiously minded. He is sociable. He's a promising attacker, a promising defender, brave, talented in command. Basically, he's a bit of an attacker, but for now, he's a governor. Still, looks like the Danish may be responding to our recent incursions, which is fine. They can respond. It's within their rights. But for now, we need to repair, retrain, and might need to bunch up some of my knights as well, because we will be a little weakened in numbers. So that will keep us going for now. Luckily, quite a few of our units will also be maintenance-free. So we are going to try and retrain what we can. We're going to establish a blacksmith as well, because we are in dire need of upgrading the armor in this area. Hamburg, by the way, how are we doing here? Well, the population is shrinking, so communal farming is definitely on my wish list. We are doing some retraining, and, well, recruitment options here are pretty cool. I mean, we can even get a catapult, which may be useful for future sieges. I am tempted to spend my last few florins on one. And that I will actually, in case I want to surprise attack the Imperials, because we need to be offensive out of Hamburg. We're not just going to sit around in Hamburg. But what can we recruit here? Well, we can get armoured swordsmen. They are knightly class who fight on foot, or they just can't afford a horse. But that being said, they can afford some of the best armour and some of the best swords. So they are a very good anti-infantry unit. And they form the backbone of, well, English army. So these guys want to be our backbone eventually, alongside our regular knights. We've also got dismounted feudal knights, dismounted English knights. They're a new one to us. They're an anti-armor infantry unit who fight on foot and they protect archers. We're using pole axes. This allows them to crush enemy infantry and fend off horsemen. And they're hard to kill thanks to their heavy plate armor. We've also got access to yeomen's feudal knights who can form a reg. As you can see, we've got nicer lances. Wait, we already have feudal knights. I don't know why I keep treating them like they're something new. We've also got access to mailed knights, hobilars, longbows, billmen, and levy spears. So basically, we've got two really cool new infantry units, which we'll definitely try and incorporate into our army. Arhus's options, they're okay. We've got access to archer militia. We actually can recruit bill militia as well, which basically means we can get billmen in the area. So it may be worth replacing our billmen with them. Recruitment options are also quite good. We can build a siege works, which allow us to start recruiting trebuchets. And also a great market, which, well, gives us great trading options. Still, I'm confident that the new farm in Hamburg that we're going to work on will assist us in making the economy a lot better in the area. And there isn't really a lot left to do this turn, I believe. We've got pretty much no money left, but I would like to... Well, I've spent it all on Angier right now. But I do feel like I need to continue upgrading the garrisons in my land. Part of me needs to upgrade the garrisons in the Holy Land because the Mongols are coming in great numbers, but also I need to recruit because the French are coming in annoying numbers. But I feel like the time may be coming to have a punt on Jerusalem, even if the Sultan's nearby. His army, as far as we've seen, has been quite beatable. So I say we recruit some archers and we prepare to move out. An additional unit of peasant archers should be enough, and then we're gonna try and take Jerusalem very, very soon. But apart from that, we are pretty much ready to proceed on to the next turn.
Sire,
I'm gonna have my diplomat keep moving around.
Question, sire.
I think if we acquire
Yes,
sufficient cash on the next turn, we're gonna try and help ourselves to helping out. But at the same time, going to hell is now too good for us. So, guys, get ready for an imminent excommunication. So it might not even be worth trying to ally with anyone. I say we just say fuck it now and make friends with the Mongols. But then again, they'll just hate me anyway. They'll say, oh, fuck, it's the English, right? Well, no, we don't be associated with those guys. Even though I don't betray anyone, I literally just have to keep fighting to defend myself, and I just have to be so good at it that I basically expand my borders while doing it. So, Anyway, next turn, let's get ready to deal with a French onslaught and the papal onslaught of whinging. That's the sound of me being excommunicated, probably, or at least the Pope says, stop fucking with Denmark. New mission, I must now... Oh, we're crusading on Jerusalem? And by the way, we may get excommunicated, or an Inquisitor may occur. Yeah, because I'm already worried about having one. Look, dude, given your previous record with Inquisitions, I ain't got anything to fucking fear about, because so far they've all proven hopeless. Yeah, alright. King Edmund, you're going to Jerusalem, except someone else is going to win it anyway, because...
The Holy Bible may preach peace, but when it is Christendom itself that is threatened, then it is every Christian's duty to defend all that is holy. His Holiness the Pope has called a crusade to reclaim the Holy Lands from the infidel, who would deny Christian pilgrims their right to visit the holy places. It is time for the armies of Christendom to put aside their differences and unite under one banner, the sign of the cross, and give back God's children what is rightfully theirs, or die trying.
I'd say we put aside all our differences, but it's just going to be me doing it, because, right, you get yourself up and running. I know the bloody... in the Kaiser, it's a Sultan.
An order.
Christopher, you're off on a crusade. Get your lads together. Leave the peasant archers behind. And, yeah, Gaza will live. Right, well done. Christopher Chapman, you are now a crusader. Hooray. So, trait increase. Christopher Chapman is now fair in rule. But just to fulfill papal obligations, Edmund,
Command me, sire.
You will take... Well, you're basically taking barely anything. You will pick up additional troops as you travel through Europe, basically. Or
As
barely any troops, because you're basically joining as a formality. Or at least you'll move on the next turn. Oh, you know what, don't even, just go there and just say, yay, you're a crusader, now leave me alone. Oh wait, he needs more units. Fuck, right. We'll need to buff his army up then. I don't know how many he needs. I'm guessing it's about 8 or 5 or something like that. Basically, enough for me to basically not take the piss. Alright, London, you need to prepare him some troops, or Nottingham, you need to prepare him some troops. He's off on a crusade, so get him some knights and get him some billmen. If he doesn't make it, I'm sending him to attack something else. End of turn report, by the way. We're doing quite good because we've got a lot of money now. We're very advanced again. New family member, John of Westbury, has been born. And recruit report, Bruges just gave us some spear militias, Angers, some billmen and longbows, Gaza, some peasant archers, Hamburg, a catapult, and then a lot of retraining. And yes, the Danish are assembling a host against us. However, I can't stop it because the Pope told me not to. So hopefully he just turns around and goes away. Which is fine, because that buys me time to prepare myself for finishing the Danes off. And I guess, really, I think what the Pope's saying is, this is probably my absolute last chance to get back any sort of favour with him. My lord. But, yeah, Chris Chapman, by the way. Oh, no good crusading mercenaries to have. Oh, well, whatever. If you want to go and kill the Caliph, by the way, that is fine, except he's got a...
I will offer the infidels a fair fight.
He's got a bit of an army with him. I'd say we could just move on Acre then instead. And then zoom over to Jerusalem. Because that buys me enough time just to get my King's crusading army ready. If you get what I mean. Yeah. Move on Acre. And see if we can lure Sultan Nasser into a fight on my own terms. Where I can get a better readout on what he's doing. Oh, by the way, lose. Trying to kill... Oh, well, you can't kill any. Yeah, I forgot. This guy's useless, right? Just go over here and see if the Mongols are getting any closer.
Continue him once I have rested.
Right. Chris, I want you... Actually, no, you know what? Maybe we just start moving on.
Despite being an infidel, I respect you in battle.
He respects me back. See, he's got a big army, but at the same time, his strength is near enough at the bottom. So he might have an army, but it's all going to be like peasants and crap. Recruit an additional unit of Sudanese tribesmen just to join you, though, and move on Jerusalem.
Battle it is, then, sire.
Let's just get the ball rolling now. Even if the king doesn't get to join the crusade... Oh, God, what's happening now? Relations worsened. Egypt just was like, oh, my God, what are you doing again? Well, it's that time of crusading time of year, so yeah, I've got to kind of kill you.
Laying siege, noble sire.
Prepare some siege towers, prepare some ladders, and then prepare a battering ram, because it'll take you 2 turns, which buys me time.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
The Moors really hate me now. I couldn't give 2 shits what the Moor thinks about me. Right. So, we're preparing troops in Nottingham and London. Yeah, London, could you just prepare some archers, please? Just anything, really, and then that just means I can get up and running.
Hail my king!
Yeah, right, so Hamburg is working on farms, and I want to work on some of these cool new units. Got so many cool things. We could start working on an armour, actually, to start building heavy mail. But I think some of this money would be best spent on improving my odds against the French.
Yes, sire.
Because they are getting quite close. They are pretty much here to say hello now. So Angers has prepared some troops. However, I'm going to spend one last turn just getting additional troops. So extra unit longbowmen and these guys. We could start working on jousting lists so we can get better knights, but I'm not going to. Now there's going to be 2,000 florins left to spend. So anything that's economic will be very useful to me right now. Well, economic and cheap, which sounds a bit crap, but I could do communal farming in Metz to increase our farm production. Or better yet, get a port up in Antwerp. Let's get some naval trade going. Arhus has one, and we're trading quite nicely out of that. Hamburg has one as well. Any towns still outstanding a port? Ivernus, you look like you're outstanding one. No, don't want to do that. Ivernus, get working on a port. There we go. That's going to bring some more cash in. And John Brusher, you got kicked out of Dijon because you're crap. I want you back in Bern. Watch him in Bern. I'm still kind of weighing up which town I'm going to take, and you need to keep moving out of Imperial lands. We basically keep getting stopped every turn we go. He's in an annoying game of tennis, basically, at this point. Right, next time we do that, can we like hide some rocks above us, or just have, or chop our feet off or something, so we keep having these near misses with the guards? Anyway, the garrison hasn't really changed. It's still Gerin, Perrin Gasseur, 3 armoured sergeants, 2 peasants, 2 knights, well, a knight and knight sergeants. Metz's army should be capable of taking that town on. I am going to use the last of our Florins just to keep buffing up the garrison of Staufen, however, because I'm still wary of Imperial intentions.
Hail, my king!
Edgar, move that way.
Yes,
oh, for
my
fuck's
liege.
sake, dude.
We shall continue
I
tomorrow,
want you to go
my
there.
liege. Making camp here, noble
Right,
sire.
well, just move there and just keep out of the way, basically. Trait increase. John Berkshire is now a better spy. And that pretty much leaves me at the end of his turn. I'm going to basically wait for Captain Gioffaroni. I'm going to keep calling him that because I think it sounds cooler. To make his move. We're only on the... we've got 2 turns left now. Ceasefire the Holy Roman Empire, by the way. We're currently blockading Bordeaux, so that should be done next turn. We're on crusade now. 3 turns ceasefire with Denmark. Right, I can do that. But he'll fight back, and then I'll have to fight a defensive siege or something, and that'll just be annoying. Right. What is left for me to do this turn? There isn't really a lot for me left to do this turn. And I'm in 2 minds on whether or not I want to end the episode now, because we've got about 15 minutes to go. But I know if I end the turn, we're going to be fighting a battle at Jerusalem, which basically means my guy won't get to join his crusade, but yeah. I made my bed and shat it, but you know what? I think we'll get enough papal favour just from taking Jerusalem anyway, basically, because like, oh, I'm just conveniently in the area, I can just do it right now. Before any other faction could even raise a simple militia to join the crusade. See, I'm ahead of the game now. Yeah, you know what? We're going to roll the dice, we'll end a turn, we'll see what happens, and see if we're going to take Jerusalem today. So, Gaza is getting the Crusader spirit, and the Hospitalier Knights of St. John have decided to form a progressive order. So the first St. John's Minor chapter houses will be a little more than a refuge for pilgrims established by a devout group of Christian knights in the Holy Lands. As the order is now getting involved with the escorting of pilgrims, the chapter house will become a barracks for its respected troops. It'll cost me 1,000 florins to establish this, and I am very happy to welcome knightly orders of the Hospitaliers into my lands, because that might get me access to fun new units, which we're going to look at now. So, we now have access to the Knights Hospitalier. These guys can form a wedge, they have good morale, powerful charge, and yeah, they look alright. 13 attack to 16 defense, well armoured. Join them in. I mean, compared to, basically they're superior to the mailed knights, which they'd probably rival, probably on the same par as feudal knights, but I'll welcome some of those in, and I'll also recruit some additional spears because I am still wary of Mongols. Still, the Sultan chooses to run away rather than fight me, so that's interesting, and the crusade is growing, by the way. The Imperials, Sicily and Poland have decided to try and join the crusade, except they've already lost. By the way, we successfully blockaded Bordeaux and been awarded a bunch of florins. I'm going to keep that blockade up for now because the Pope hasn't told me to cut it out yet. We're doing really well in terms of money and stuff now. Morcar of Guildford's been born, and Toby of Westbury has gained additional chivalry. Recruitment report, London some archer militia, Nottingham some dismounted feudal knights, some billmen, Angers some levy spears and longbows and all that good stuff. Right. If we could get those guys to rock up into King Edmund's army, how close is he now to starting a crusade? He still needs more units, right? Move up here, Nottingham. Can you give him your new units, please? Can you crusade now? Yes, you can. Well done, you're in a crusade now, which makes the Pope happy, and you can recruit some other things like Crusader Knights and Pilgrims. Ooh, wow, very cheap actually to recruit. 220 florins. Get 2 of them then. I'll allow you to have 2 more knights. That gives you a mercenary captain, which gives us a discount on training mercenaries and also on
Command me, sire.
expansion to our loot. Right, Border Admiral Humphrey, and he will send you south. Right, diplomatic information, by the way. Poland and Sicily have now declared war on Egypt, and the Pope is getting happier that I am joining crusades and shit, so I am very slowly reconciling. I'm now basically at the level where hell is good enough for me, but I need to be at the point where maybe I could actually maybe get back into heaven. By the way, Egypt has been petty and blockaded me. Their navy might not be superior, so I'm going to try and fight that. And we should actually win, so let's go for it. Hey, victory. Brilliant. Okay. That's
our people rule these waters.
Happy news. So you head back. Now, we are in a position where we can now launch the siege of Jerusalem. Except we'll be doing that next episode, my friends. Since it is getting late
You
now.
have a target.
So instead we're gonna... Oh my god, you just can't do anything! Oh, look, just have a go at it. I'm... You know what? If you die, I don't care. You're not even got... Oh, for fuck's sake, my dude.
Goes in for the kill, sir.
Good riddance to useless assassins, I say. Right. Either way, I need a new agent monitoring the Mongols. So Cairo is going to work on a spy, and since this is one of those rare times where I have 4,000 florins, so I'd rather use it on some construction. Now, I can't necessarily use it for upgrades, but a catapult maker could be useful in Gaza, as would a port, or even a chapel. Basically, there's a lot of useful things that can be built. And it just depends where I want to build it. John, by the way, can you go into Hamburg? You're going to be safer there. And also start recruiting some dismounted English knights and some armoured swordsmen. And some yeomans, because we may need them in our coming fight with the Danish. And it's just a chance for me just to try out those new units. Okay, we're going to spend the last of our money on a market or something, I think. We can upgrade to a shipwright in London, actually, which would increase our trade. I've actually, you know what, I've at any town, I know Gaza still needs a port. But I'm going to check now and see if anyone's outstanding one. Cayenne's good. Bruges, get your port up, lad. Antwerp is working on one. Hamburg has one. Arhus has one. Cairo, do you have one? Yeah. Yeah, Cairo has one. Dongola doesn't have one yet, I think, but we can't build it yet anyway. By the way, get this auto magic switched off. I think we need to spend some time on helping Dongola, actually. So, can we start working on a church to increase public order, please? We still have a little bit of money left, so is there anything that we can build in Gaza? No. Okay. Actually, we could build a Leviathan in Cairo. That wouldn't go amiss, because we need to keep our troops upgraded, especially if the Mongols are coming, which I'm going to keep reiterating. But with that turn managed and all the money spent, now it's the battle phase, and there will be battles to fight. We're going to make a push against the French. I'm going to chase down that Captain Jofferoni and take him down. We're going to start planning our move on, because we're basically going to start meeting up at Metz and preparing to move.
No further today,
but we're going to deal with Jerusalem. It's time to get an objective ticked off the box, really. Get Jerusalem, and then we just need to hold on to it. Hopefully the Mongols will be reasonable and nice to me, except they won't be. And then, by the way, David Kerfos is now greatest general. He's all right. He's all right. I think Giles Brown's a bit more worthy, but okay. But yeah, we'll take Jerusalem and get that dealt with. By the way, we are halfway to victory now. 23 territories, if I don't say so myself. But there'll still be a lot to do, and I'm hoping this will actually get some papal favour back, because right now he's hating on me hard, but I still have all those cardinals, so I have an ace up my sleeve. If I actually get to use it, and if it actually works, is another thing entirely. So we'll see that whenever that codger dies. But for now, we call that an episode, my friends, so I hope you've enjoyed, and next time we'll finish the Second Crusade, we'll deal with the Danish, and we're going to attack the French once more. See you there, my friends.